for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. Third down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They've got the screen set up. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 and the 26, certainly well within field goal range. Let's see if they choose to go for it here. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU right back to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just keeps slinging it. Fires left. Into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
It's such a nice play getting that sack. And I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud. Arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country. And I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence and knowing the snap is coming out. And you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
He'll take it on the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wisconsin. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He breaks a tackle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hauser. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hauser. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense back. It's a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the...
Looking deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. LSU quick to the line. They'll run play action. Complete in the middle. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Get set, get set.
Wants to throw again. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. LSU now operating in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Here comes the heat. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Military start.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little...
Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready up. Easy.
The snap sets up to throw. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. On the move. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Henderson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. LSU right back to the line. The play action fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Fired in there, but incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Bunch formation for these receivers. With the catch, it's Henderson. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive. You want to keep testing the secondary.
And now they'll have to dial something up on third down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going for the big play. And he reels it in inside the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted for the 11th time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. At the 35, he's open. Nothing but green grass down the middle. 10. Touchdown, Tiger. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there.
Turning it on! Smashes ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line.
Trick 9, beat. Trick 9, beat. Music no. Music no. What are you doing?
Gonna look downfield again. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is gonna win every time. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Gets it out quickly. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll send the back in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's caught downfield. Turning on the Jets. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense in press coverage. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Fires on the move. Right on the money. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
29 Philly. 2 Terrier.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
38, Texas A&M, 21.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The offense changing the play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. Jumped on top of the pile. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to run it. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. Making side adjustments here. Now the play fake. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's knocked down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Finds his man. It's Watkins. Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Pressure coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Second down, he'll throw it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The short hands, it's Norman. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. On fourth down, going to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, looking to pass. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Norman. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Underheat, and he gets rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They want to throw it. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. LSU quick to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Off the play fake on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Quarterback making checks. Trying play action. Keeps looking downfield. On the run, deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 10. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Off-play action on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. He wants it all. Touchdown LSU! And the punishment has been extended. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fakes the grab. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna take a shot at this DB. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.